Alright, guys. Sorry. Oh gosh, my throat. Okay. It's like the first time I talk today. Are you guys ready for some epicness? Alright, you ready? We're here in Planet Coaster 2. We've got update number 3. And we're about to dive right in. I haven't really touched anything. I kind of glanced at a few pieces of like the Western set, but that's all I've done so far. So while I was kind of waiting or getting set up. So as we were getting into a sandbox world here. So we got some fun stuff to go over, and we're gonna see some of the we're gonna try and find some hidden updates too, because sometimes they'll update stuff without even like putting it in the notes or anything or telling us about it, and you'll have some pleasant surprise sometimes, you know. So that's also some stuff that we'll also look into as well. But without further ado, we're going to get straight into this and see all the good stuff we have. As you can see, I already filtered it because I was excited to see for the Western theme. And if we go to all, you can see all of our pieces. Some of these might look a little familiar from Planet Coaster 1, but we now have the ability to scale these as well. So that is a huge enhancement to be able to scale some of these older pieces from Planet Coaster 1. So anything that seemed oversized in Planet Coaster 1, you can actually do that. So, is this the update that moves the rocks in different positions when placing down? Yes, you can actually do random rotation now. We're actually going to look at that in a minute. So, thanks for bringing that up, because we will be checking that out. So, we're getting all of these pieces back from Planet Coaster 1. Very cool to see. I'm seeing about pretty much everything in here. There are just a few pieces that I haven't found yet. Maybe they are still in here, but I just haven't found everything, maybe. There are a couple pieces that I still have yet to see. Now, go back in here and probably should put a decent color on these, but you can actually recolor some pieces that you weren't able to recolor in Planet Coaster 1, like this wall. I think it was it this one? No, this is not this wall. There was one wall that I noticed, at least I think I noticed, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it's missing. Maybe that wall is missing, maybe because it was very similar to this wall, actually. Or maybe it is this one, and you're able to recolor it now. But since we can recolor it, I think it's about the same as the the one that I can't find, so I could be wrong, though. But what's up, Joe? How's it going? How are things? Just messed with the new stuff a bit, and it looks amazing so far. That's awesome to hear. This is my first experience. I'm a little bit disappointed with myself, because I did get an email back quite a while back saying that I was going to get early access to this update, which I did, and I would have had access yesterday, and I could have checked this stuff out yesterday for you guys, but well, I'm working 60 hours a week. Today is my only day off, and I was really happy that it was today so I can check out the update today. I didn't even turn my PC on yesterday, so that's where I was at for that. So it just kind of sucks that I need to check my email more often, because I would have been able to have access to this update a day early. So but, you know, it is what it is, you know, and at this point, I'm really broke and poor right now, so I literally am trying to get through this next week to my next paycheck right now, because I have $0. Well, I got a few dollars, but not much to get me through the next week or so, unfortunately. So, the off season kind of hit me hard this year. I don't have. I have to wait till I get paid a little bit to get back into the swing of things. So, yeah, the only thing is I just haven't been on my PC at all, and that's why I haven't checked it, because I've been working so much. I've been working, coming home, getting really tired, and just going to bed. And that's why another reason why there's no episode for Winland Adventure Resort today, because I did not have the time or energy to be able to put enough footage together for the next episode. I did do a little bit, and I was still trying. I did try to get some do it, but I couldn't. There was just no time and, again, energy, because I think I was on a 9-day stretch without a day off, and this is my first day off since Silver Dollar City's opened. And I'm working 6 days next week too, so can't check on your phone. I mean, I could check on my phone, but I just have not been doing anything YouTube over the last the last week or so. So it's just not. I don't check my email like every single day as I should, but I have my own separate email for YouTube and such, so I have to switch it over. So sometimes I do miss some stuff each time. It doesn't go through like my personal email. It goes through like almost kind of like a business email, like my YouTube email that I have set up. So, but yeah, we got all these Western pieces. I don't think everything made it over. Like there's actually some like if we go over here, where is it? Yeah, the roof trims. There are some pieces that I know that we had that are not in there. We got all the roof pieces, I think, like the tile roofs. Has come back, which is nice. We got the corrugated roofs also coming back. Let me see. Yeah, the corrugated roofs. Looks like we got all of these as well. And I believe it looks like there is some recoloring you can do here, but I don't think it's for the top part of the roof. I think it's for the bottom side of the roof, like the wood pieces underneath. So let's change the lighting in here. It's kind of hard to see. Get it to about 10 a.m. It's a little easier to see all these colors and such. I don't know. If we have time, silver coasters, we might. I have a very busy day ahead of me right now. And this is one of them, getting a stream out for you guys to check out the new stuff. And then I do want to try, since I have the day off, to try and get recordings done for the next episode of Wendland Adventure Resort, so I can have that ready for you guys by next week, so I can get that episode out to you guys. We will probably take a sneak peek so you guys can see what I did work on so far this week. I just haven't gotten enough done to do an episode just yet, so we'll go in there. So let's go ahead and check out the coasters, because we do have a new coaster to look at. We have the SLC returning, and some de-themed coaster cars now, including the Vekoma Next Gen coaster has a de-themed variant now. So if we can find that, there it is. Let's go ahead and start with that. And I know at least on the de-themed variant, you can add more than one car. So let's check out, see if you can do it first with this one. I'm not sure if we can. I think we need to actually make our station a little longer first to do that. So there's no excuse for us to not be able to. So let's go ahead, head to here. Cars. Okay, so we can't do it for the fighter jet one, but obviously you can see in the thumbnail, we have seen them add more cars if we change the car type to the new vector. I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is. All right. And we should be able to add cars now to this variant. Yeah, sweet. So now we can add more cars to it if we have the de-themed version. If we're using the themed version, though, we cannot still. So that's kind of interesting, but I'm going to be using this one more than anything anyways. So very, very nice to see that we can add more cars if you use the de-themed version of it, which is looking very, very nice. So we have the de-themed Vector, which is really, really cool to see. So we can really make some awesome next-gen Vekoma coasters. And then, since I still have my mod, I am able to put in... I am able to do, like, a Vekoma tilt coaster as well, which is pretty cool to see. So, very, very nice to see them do stuff like this. People have been wanting us to being able to add more and more than 2 cars on a train for this coaster type. So it's nice that we can just put the D theme version in there, and you can do that, and you can theme it up however you want, by the way. So very, very cool to see that. So love to see that. And now we have the Vector Inverted Suspended. This is the new coaster type that we have, new to Planet Coaster 2 anyways. It's a returning coaster type from Planet Coaster 1. So now you can create your Vekoma SLCs again, which was for some reason not in the game already, but you know what? I'm happy to have it now. So I'm hoping the next one they bring back, coaster-wise, I really want to see them bring the Aero Suspended coaster back. I don't know why that didn't make it back over. That's definitely one coaster that needs to come back, for sure. So, but we have the Vekoma Suspended coaster, or the Vector Suspended, for Planet Coaster 2, so sweet. Always welcome additions to get stuff back from the original game, from the first game. So we did not get any new flat rides for this one, but the new ride for this update was the SLC. So we're getting new content, all this stuff for free update and free updates, no DLC right now. So one thing I really hope, I really want to start seeing more food stands, food stands and drink stands and gift shops, you know, like we need more of those. Like I feel like we're way limited on what food and drink stands we have right now, and I run out of options very, very quickly. So hopefully that's something they look into. Let's see if we can take a look at the random rotation option. So if we go over to, let's just use rocks as an example. We can go here and random rotation we can turn on, and you can see that it will rotate randomly for us, and you have different settings you can mess with too as well. You can also do random scaling. So you can also do random scaling as well. So if you're like doing foliage or even foliage and such, or like bushes, this could be a very nice tool for you. So, and you can set all those different settings over there for however you want. Can this go to 600? It can. So we have the option to do random rotation. That could come very much in handy. Very, very cool. Making a theme park and Planet Coaster themed to evil villains. Just made a B&M coaster themed to Gina, the evil queen who tries to crush Snow White's heart. That sounds very awesome. Gotta love villains, man. But yeah, really, really cool that we have random rotation options now. I'm sure you guys are excited about that. Yeah, next update is going to be restaurants. I'm excited for the next update. We're going to get restaurants. So very excited for the restaurant update. It's going to be like it is in Planet Zoo. They've confirmed that. Now I just want the modular gift shops like we have in Planet Zoo. I think those are going to come as well. And also I think we'll get hotels into the game at some point as well. Also, it might be in 2 updates. Might be more. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think we're going to get modular... the modular gift shops. I really want those really bad. Those are really fun to do in Planet Zoo. I've messed with them in Planet Zoo, and it's one of the main reasons why I've actually opened up Planet Zoo a few times, because of that. So I know what we're all probably waiting to see, though. How about some new flumes with physics? I actually need to check on my flumes and make sure that they are okay, and no one's like flying off the flying off of them. So let's go ahead and just do a body slide and see what we can do here. Let's see what mayhem we can cause now that we can send them flying. We get new pieces here, or new... Are these all new? Oh, those are transparent starting pieces. They added transparent starting pieces. That's pretty cool. So I just want to see what would happen if we did like this big old drop and did like straight into a turn. Let's see what the flume behavior does here. And this is actually a setting you can turn on and off as well, so... which is also pretty cool. So, if you still wanted to not fly off, you can actually have that option. I think they said for your existing rides, your existing flumes, they're default going to be off, but anytime you place a new one down, there it is, enhanced guest flume behaviors, you can turn it on and off. I think the old ones, you have to turn them on. So your old ones will still be turned off. So if you have older flumes and you want to turn that on, you got to go make sure you go and turn them on. So, all right, you ready to start this test and see what happens to this dummy? Woo! Okay, well, he actually didn't fly off. That's actually very surprising. I have it turned on, right? I do have it turned on. Would that actually happen? I feel like you'd fly off right around there. Okay, I'm very interested in that. It should be more than just... What the heck did I just do? I think it's glitched out. I think we're a little bit bugged out there. But if you do like a little hump like this, they should fly off. Test that. The flume end piece are glitched out. Yes, I did see your mock striker coaster trains. Oh, there it goes. It finally went. Didn't do it the first few times. Well, it didn't do it there either. Is it just bugged out? I mean, look at the water. For some reason, it's going off right here. It's a little bugged out right now. I think it's kind of bugged out. See, there it goes right there. Is it kind of random? Like sometimes they will jettison off, or sometimes they won't? It took a second to kick in, so now it's working. So you can see now they're flying off. The end flume pieces are a little bugged out though, like... If I, say... Go to my end pieces, and it selects this one first, and then I switch it. For some reason the piece is longer than it should be, and the water's coming off there for the end pieces. I found a bug. That or I did something, I don't know. Not entirely sure what I did. Here they go. Whee! It doesn't work at first, like the enhanced flume behaviors. Oh, there it goes. See, now it is. It's not doing it every time. Boom, boom, boom. Too bad you can't see the POV. Once you go off the track, it immediately, like... Or maybe it's just random, like it maybe not do it every time. And it just makes it... It could be that way, you know, like... I think you can see them going side to side a ton. And some of them are flying off, some of them are not. Like, you can see them coming off a little bit. Maybe we just need more force. Some of them are flying out, but some of them aren't. So, like, I feel like that's really... is kind of a nice touch. It's not the same animation every single time. So, like, some of them will be fine. So it can maybe be, like... make it look like it's maybe varying weights matter. And also, we do have the rounded... bottoms now for like say the flume bottoms are now rounded like they should be. So like for the tube slides and such, yeah, you can see that they're instead of flat, they're now round, which is how it should be. Very, very cool to see that. Now let's see if we can fling this tube off. have some fun here. I mean, theoretically speaking, it should not be able to go through this turn. Right? Yeah, they look a lot better on the movement. Yeah, there they go. Woohoo! I love that there's actual physics kind of with the tube itself. It actually does kind of topple over kind of like that and keeps rolling. Do they not despawn? Oh, there they go. It takes a minute, but they do despawn. Alright, now let's go ahead. Let's say if I go in here and add, like, a high piece like this, will that make a difference? So if I do it now, will it still fly out? It might still have some force to fly out. But yeah, see, it actually helped. So these pieces actually matter now. Cool. See you, Joe. I don't, probably already gone, but thanks for tuning in for a moment. But yeah, see, these higher pieces are actually functional now. That looks so much better, though. So is there some slight deforming of these? Maybe. I mean, they're a little bit smaller than the bigger ones, but so really cool to see. Like, that's so much better than what we had. Like, just so much better. Let's go ahead and you guys probably want to see the big piece, which has the really, you can really see the deformation on these guys. This one. Alright, let's just see how this looks going through the turn. Definitely, I just love how it sways side to side even after the turn a little bit. That's what I really like. It looks so much more fluid and realistic. The way it kind of goes back and forth, side to side, you know. To me, that's really, really cool. It looks so much better. And how it's like actually deformed to the rounded tubes now, or the round, and now that we have actual rounded pieces, they look great. Thank you, Frontier. Now let's just see, let's just do something ridiculous. Alright, let's do something really funny and ridiculous, just to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Let's go really high up. Right? Like, just like ridiculous. I wonder, will it like stay in the tube if I go beyond 90 degrees? I'm gonna test this before we do our really big drop. Or will it actually fall out of the flume if I do that? Let's just test it. I just want to test that. Like, if I have a beyond 90 degree drop, is it actually gonna fling out of the... Oh, it didn't, but it looked like it was trying to. Maybe. Alright, let's just flat out invert it. Just because we can. It looks like it will fall out. Just based off the testing. Yeah, see? Da-da-da-da-dum. I don't think it's like completely physics, but like they do fall out if you invert like that. Ha ha ha. Camera can barely even see the top of this. Alright, let's just have a nice gradual descent here. You know? We're gonna go 90 degrees, of course. Get ourselves a little bit of speed. Alright, we can go further. Oh yeah, that's almost perfect. I want to see what happens if we do this. And let's say I enclose it. And just do a turn. Obviously they can't fly out, right? Alright, let's do orbit here so we can see the inside. Oh gosh, oh gosh. I was wondering if it was gonna do like a full like loop or something, which it didn't, but it did go around pretty big there. If I'm on this, it almost falls out of the flume before it even gets to the bottom. Oh, it did that time. It didn't the last time. It actually fell out. It fell out that time too. I think that first go around was not it did what the physics weren't, or the flume behaviors wasn't triggered just yet. I think that's somewhat of, oh no, we're going anyways. Here we go. I think it's just kind of random. Like sometimes it fly out, sometimes it doesn't. You know, to give it kind of like that randomness. You know, because weights can actually change. Such so. All that fun stuff. But really cool to see those. What else do we got here? We got random rotation, we got those. I think we have certain scenarios where we can actually use them as sandboxes now. They're like blank versions of those. So we could go check that since we are still in sandbox. That could be a cool thing to look at. Don't know exactly how it works, but I did not look. So if I did new park, oh, here it is. It's up here now. It's just a different tab. So you can start a career mode out of these. So if I wanted to do a shore, I kind of want to look at the shore thing one. Did that, and we did the beach. So we kind of, in a way, can have a beachfront park now. Biome. So you get all these options now for that are in the career mode. So like now we have access to this as a sandbox. So you have nothing but water over here. So very, very interesting. I was wondering how much control we have over here, and obviously we can mess with all those if we wanted to, and probably mess with the terrain if we wanted to as well. There's not a whole lot of space here. Like, you don't have access to the island or like the all of this, unfortunately. I wish we did. Because you can't build a very big park with this. Like, you just get all of that. You get this, and you can't build out over the water. It looks like either, because you can see where the line is. Yeah. But it is something. Okay, so it is a little bit closer to having like a ocean biome than we've had in the past. So it at least is something. I am hoping for like a full ocean biome or like a beach biome where you can like be surrounded by water and you can create the land the way you want, like really form the land. Can't really do that here, but at the very least, there's a little building over here for some reason. At the very least, we have this now, so I guess it's somewhat a little bit better or something, you know, when it comes to wanting kind of like a beachfront kind of thing, but so I use a mod that's in a Discord. It's unreleased. It's still in beta. It's the Coaster Sim Society Discord server, and you can request access for like beta builds for their mods that they've been working on, and that's how I got it. It allows you to do interchangeable coaster trains like on everything like we had in Planet Coaster 1, and it's also no limits as well. So like you can create super short track pieces, you can do you can even like go into the config settings and add what elements you want on each coaster as well. So like say if I wanted to put a switch track on this classic wood coaster, I could. Do all these things. Only thing is like the switch track itself is going to be the wrong track pieces, but this track piece actually stays the way it should. But so that allows me to do like the next gen Vekoma, because you can actually add the tilt track onto any of the trains as well, or on any of the tracks as well. So if I did like the next gen Vekoma, say as well, we can add a few more of those, and then let's say I change the trains to that, add some cars, and we can actually go and edit the ride. And I do have access to some the different tilt tracks and such like that. And this is the regular Vekoma tilt track that we could put in if we wanted to. So you only have, the thing is you have to fill some of these gaps like this, but I do have there is a blueprint where you can actually do that. So I think it's actually coaster blueprints. There's a Vekoma track set, like next gen Vekoma track set that has like track pieces and they're scenery pieces someone made. I don't know where they're at, but there's somewhere here. I thought they were under the coaster blueprints. Could be wrong though. Might be under scenery. Very, very handy though, for filling those empty spaces, empty gaps. Maybe it's not there. I thought, pretty sure it's on the coasters. I just can't find it. I'm just blind. If I type Vekoma, nope. Vekoma, nope. Where's it at? Under facilities? That would not make much sense, but I thought it was under the coasters. Not tracked rides. Wouldn't make sense to be under flat rides. They didn't delete it, did they? That would suck. I actually really like those pieces. Aero hyper supports. Unless the thumbnail changed, I'm just dumb. Where it went? I did have track pieces. I don't know where they went. And in fact, I actually am curious now. Let's go to the workshop here. See if I can find them. Subscriptions. I have 60 stuff installed. 60 things installed. My goodness. Didn't know I had so much. Some of them have updates too. Where is that Vekoma track? I hope they didn't remove it. I don't see it. Did they remove it? Why would they remove it? It was such a good piece. Such a good blueprint. I don't see it anywhere. Maybe they made a new one and deleted the old one. Which, I mean, you could just update it, so I don't know why they would do that. I don't see it anywhere. Let's go to browse and see if we can find Vekoma. Just type Vekoma. We can find it. Probably not, but bum 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 bum. Or we can just type track maybe too. Vekoma track. I'm really sad if that's gone. I'm very sad. Where's it at? I didn't uninstall it. I know I didn't. Ooh, someone made Circuit Breaker. That's pretty cool. Wonder what they did for that. It's using the next gen Vekoma track, and they do have the tilt track there, so I'm guessing it probably uses the mod. Created with mods, yeah, okay. Yep, so that's cool. I should be able to use that too if I wanted to, because I have mods as well. Now the good thing is I still have that track piece saved in a build, so actually I should be able to save it myself as a blueprint if it's gone, because I actually did place it in a saved park here. So I do have the, at least not, I might not have all the pieces, but like I at least have a piece that would fit into that. No, it's gone. I thought I put it in here. I probably didn't save it. Darn it. But yeah, it helped to fill those, fill this gap right here. And why would they delete it? I'm so mad. I'm so upset. Why is that blueprint gone? Why? Why would they delete that blueprint? It was such a good blueprint. Did they actually get rid of it? I don't even know what pieces they used on it. I wish I did. That makes me super sad though if it's gone. And I don't know why they would delete it though. Either that or I'm just super blind and can't find it. Food equipment pieces are really cool. That Eiffel Tower, I'm not going to click on that because that would break my game because of how many pieces it is. Silver Coaster's operator panel. That's still there. Sorry, I'm actually really upset that those track pieces are missing. I mean, I could probably easily make my own. I mean, I don't think it'd be that hard to make this kind of track, but like, that kind of disappointing. I thought I had it saved in here. I thought, man. Like, if they delete it, I feel like it should still be in there, though, wouldn't it? I guess not. Well, that sucks. So it could be there. I know, right? Like, I can't find it. Alright, let's actually head to the Fire in the Hole recreation. This is something we started, I think it was the last stream we did, actually. But we should be able to attach audio to the trains now, so that should be a thing. Do I still have that speaker connected? We don't need that anymore. I don't remember if I do or not. Or did I put it off to the side? No, it's still there. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of the speaker because we don't need that anymore. Perfect. Click close and click on this. Click on this. Change music. User media. Fire in the Hole. Perfect. Now we should have it attached now. Thought I hit test. Apparently I didn't. Thought I did. Set the whole town ablaze. Go. Why is it? What is happening? Why is it playing twice? Is there still a speaker down there? I deleted the speaker. Where's that speaker coming from? I think I put one off to the side. Did I? Wait. I hope it's not glitched. I think it's playing twice somewhere. Oh, you know what? I think I had a trigger. There is a trigger somewhere. Oh, that's for this right here. For Red Flanders. That was for Red Flanders. Why do I have to redo my time traveler trains? Why would I have to? These destroy yours, sadly. What do you mean? The only thing is if they're like thousands of pieces, I don't want it. And the main reason for that is it just lags the heck out of your game. Those are really good. However, those are... let me see how many pieces these are, actually. The only thing is, if it's like a crazy amount of pieces, I don't want it. Yeah, this looks like a crap ton of pieces. And like the lap bars are... And these aren't even gonna look the same as time travelers. I mean, it's very similar, but... I have a feeling that these are gonna be very laggy. Very, very laggy. They look fantastic, but like... This is gonna lag the heck out of your game. I can tell you that much. Now, if it's a decent amount of pieces, I mean, it could be, but, like, I would have to modify it to make it look more like Time Traveler, but I have my doubts that it's not going to be laggy. Yeah, it's so many pieces. And when you have a ton of pieces on the train, it lags the game out like crazy. That's the main issue with them. They look fantastic, but it's still downloading. Like, it's taking forever to download. That's a bad sign. So I don't know if I would actually use those just because of because of how much, like, even mine lagged the game out quite a bit. Like, so I'm not sure if I'd use those. I mean, it looks great, but it's just a little much on the piece count. Yes, hello. Double hello. Alright, let's check these ones. Yeah, it's taking a long time to load in. Oh my god, how many pieces are these? And where's the station? Is this even... This isn't even a coaster, this is just... These are just pieces. So you can't... I mean, you can attach them, yeah, but like... So this isn't even like an actual coaster. Like, you would have to... They don't have the little buttons. Also doesn't have the time dial, just saying. Because again, this is not even for STC. Yeah, these are... How many pieces are these? 3,133. And that's not even the whole car. Dude, that's way too many pieces. I'm not gonna use those. I mean, you could attach them if you really wanted to, but like, I ain't gonna do that. Like, that's just too much. Too much. And what are these? Is that actually a thing? They look really good though. Yeah, too many pieces though. I ain't gonna attach that. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out... Ooh, now that we have Western, we can really decorate these scenes up now the way we need to. It's gonna really help, like, all that. Why is the pitch wrong? What is going on with the audio? What is happening? Is this all just glitched out, or what is going on? I'm not sure. It may not have been ready. It's either glitched out or I have more speakers going somewhere. I don't know why it's sped up, but it's sped up. Oh yeah, another thing. We can mute audio on our billboards now. Something that everyone wanted. I clicked. I hear it twice. Why is it playing twice? Coming from the train. I deleted the... I think it's coming from the other trains. It's coming from the rest of the trains, that's why. Alright, let's go down to one train just to make sure. Like, too many red Flanders. See if that fixes it. 'Cause I think there's a train above us also doing the audio too. That's better.
The ball knobbers have set the whole town ablaze. Go!
Might be a little slightly off now too. Yeah.
Hatchet, I'm gonna tan your hide. Chicken, waffles have been chicken.
Wiley, drop that dynamite or I'll have to shoot.
Go ahead, Marshall.
It's kinda not too bad.
Side of a barn. Ow!
Get after those ball knobbers and stop that fire.
Red Flanders, get back here and put on your pants.
I can't say it. I ain't got no pants no more. The dang bald knobber stole them.
Oh, what in the city hell would they want with good pants?
They don't call me
Bugs for nothing.
Don't
Worry, they don't bite much. I mean, we're still pretty good, well timed here. Cabin here.
The ball knobbers are gonna blow up the bridge.
Cabin scene.
Get that crate over here.
Don't mess up my new pants, you ornery
Pack them
fool.
bundles under the dresser.
Can't you
Even tie a ding dang knot?
Hurry.
What's the matter, Bugs?
You
Chicken.
Watch out, you dang fool! You're gonna fall! Now look at what you done!
Uh-oh, I think I'm stuck. I can't reach.
Bridge ain't gonna hold. Bye-bye.
The game is suffering. What do you mean it's suffering?
Bugs and Patches, we foiled your plot, and now we're using your dynamite to blow up the water tower and put out the fire.
I need more information than what you're
Don't throw
saying
that
there.
switch. The train's coming that way.
See how well timed we are here? We might have to make some adjustments.
Tower's
Good
gonna
time there.
blow. Fire in the hole.
A little too fast on the drop there. A little too fast there, but
Thank you, heroes. We couldn't have caught those good-for-nothing ball knobbers without you. Give yourselves a big old...
you could be back in the stream potentially. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was just I was just hearing all the sounds from all the other trains because it was playing the audio everywhere. Why is it sped up now?
The ball knobbers have set the whole town ablaze. Go!
Why is it sped up? I think it's glitched out. That's disappointing. Come on, Frontier.
I'm gonna tan your hide. Chicken, waffles have been chicken.
Hey, what's up, Boa?
Dynamite or I'll have to shoot.
Good to see
Go
ya.
ahead, Marshall. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Ow!
Get after those ball knobbers and stop that fire.
Red Flanders,
What up, Trike?
here and put on your pants. I can't say it. I ain't got no pants no more. The dang ball knobbers.
Why is the audio sped up?
What the hell would they want with good pants?
They don't call me Bugs for nothing. Don't worry. They don't bite much.
Hurry! The ball knobbers are gonna blow up the bridge.
If you're talking about Winland Adventure Resort, it's not gonna be this week. I delayed next episode to next week because I'm working 6 days a week and I have 60 hours. So like I have not had any time to work on anything Planet Coaster. Today is my one day off. Today only. And I'm back to work tomorrow, so. So yeah, it's not fantastic.
Get that crate over here.
Mess up my new pants.
Yeah, it looks like onboard audio is a little glitched out.
Bundles under the dresser.
Can't you even tie a ding dang knot?
See if I zoom in or zoom out, zoom back in, and see if it messes it up.
Can't you even tie a ding
No. It's glitched out if you zoom out and zoom back in.
knot?
Hurry.
What's the matter?
I hope Frontier can address these.
Watch out, you dang fool. You're gonna fall. Now look at what you done.
That's 108 hours left in the week. Yeah, I just won't sleep, you know? Perfect. I just won't sleep. I did work on it some, but I didn't get enough footage done to do a whole episode on. So
Bridge ain't gonna hold. Bye-bye.
sleep is for the weak. True, but I must be pretty weak, so.
Bugs and patches, we foiled your plot, and now we're using your dynamite
I don't
to
understand
blow
why
up
it's
the
sped up.
and put out the fire.
Don't throw that switch! The train's coming that way!
But don't worry, I plan on getting it back at the next episode out next week, so
Tower's gonna blow.
I'm gonna try and record more tonight if I can.
Thank you, heroes. We couldn't have caught those good-for-nothing ball knobbers without you. Give yourselves a big old pat on the back. You deserve it. And it'll also put out any stray sparks. So long.
See if it fixes itself on the next cycle. Alright, sounds fine.
The ball knobbers have set the whole town ablaze. Go!
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a hot fix. They usually get a hot fix in within a couple of days after people report all the bugs from the update. So hopefully we'll get a hot fix in a few days. Might fix the onboard audio.
You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
See, the main problem I have with it is when you zoom out and zoom back in, or if you're not near where you can hear the audio gets off. That was an issue in Planet Coaster 1 as well. Same with like the regular speakers. They fixed it with normal speakers, so hopefully they can fix it with the ride speakers as well. So I'm hoping they get that fixed.
Get after those ball knobbers and stop that fire!
3 flumes should be laying lava flow or something, like, since they're kind of resemble lava. I see what you mean.
No more. The dang ball knobbers gonna
What in the city hell would they want with good pants?
They don't call
Yeah, I've been working on a next gen tilt now, which I had a
They don't fight
even before the
much.
new train or D-theme train. There was the mod allowed us to, you know, there was a modded train that allowed us to have it already. So
get that crate over here.
Don't mess up my new pants, you ornery
Pack them
fool.
bundles under the dresser.
Can't you even tie a ding dang knot?
Hurry.
What's the matter, Bugs? You chicken?
Watch out, you dang fool.
how do you put custom audio? Just like Planet Coaster 1, the same way.
Now look at what you done.
Uh-oh, I think
You just go into your document files, go to Frontier Developments, and then Planet Coaster 2, and put it in the media file, and you can put in MP3 WAV files. For videos, it has to be the WebM, I think, whatever it is, so for the video files. Something like that.
Bridge ain't gonna hold. Bye-bye.
Bum 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 bum.
We foiled your plot, and now we're using your dynamite to blow up the water tower and put out the fire.
Don't throw that switch!
Which the train's coming that way. You're on console? Oh, well. Sorry, then you don't get custom audio. There's no way to do it on console.
Tower's gonna blow. Fire in the hole! Thank you, heroes. We couldn't have caught those good-for-nothing ball knobbers without you. Give yourselves a big old pat.
Yeah, we gotta adjust a little bit on the timing, but it's honestly not too bad for not doing many adjustments already, so. Oh, and it's sped up again. It's doing it every other cycle, so it's kind of bugged out. That sucks. A little bit bugged out there. Alright, Frontier. Hopefully you're watching my stuff, man. Hopefully you're watching my stuff. Gotta get that fixed. Gotta get the onboard audio fixed. The ride audio, custom ride audio fixed.
The ball knobbers have set the whole town ablaze. Go!
So, gotta get that fixed. Also, when you... Do you notice where it's at now? We'll get to the town scene. You just said patches. If I zoom out where you can't hear it for a minute, if I would zoom back in,
Riley, drop that dynamite or I'll
that was pretty. It stayed that.
You couldn't hit the broadside of
See, it's not sped up now. If I zoomed out and zoomed back in, it fixed itself.
get after those ball knobbers and stop that fire.
So start at Red Flanders.
Flanders?
If I zoom out where you can't hear it,
The dang ball knobbers stole 'em.
Why the hell would they want with your brains?
is it sped up again?
They don't call me Bug.
Yeah, it is. So I think what they tried to do here, I think it's just a bug. If you zoom, it affects the audio. I think what they were trying to do is have it to where the audio does not change when you zoom in and out and such. But I think it caused a bug of some sorts to speed everything up, and it's just kind of a little buggy right now. So if they can get that fixed, I'll be happy. So, see, now it's sped up. If I zoom back out and zoom back in, I think it'll go back to normal. Nope, not that time. Zoom out. Zoom back in.
The ball knobbers are gonna blow up the bridge.
I don't know, theory debunked. I'm trying to figure out what's like triggering it to do that. I don't know, but hey, we got onboard audio. It sometimes works, so hopefully they can get a hot fix out and get that kind of squared away, because that's kind of sucks. We have to deal with that, so. But it is what it is. And we shall get that fixed, hopefully at some point. And I'm sure we will get that. Desert biome. I've never really used the desert biome that much, so personally. I'm not a big fan of desert biomes. Alright, let's load up Inland Adventure Resort, so you guys can get a sneak preview. Since I failed to get you guys a new episode, I'll give you guys a sneak peek of what I did get done. I didn't get a whole lot done footage-wise, so I did use a blueprint on these slides, but this is my own blueprint. I actually built this already, so I kind of wanted to use my Viking slides in here. Which, yes, it's a blueprint, but it was built by me. So I don't feel too bad of using a blueprint that was made by me. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of giving it a home in here. So don't know if anyone will disagree with that, but I think it'll give a cool little, like, landscape. Like, when you're in the city walk, you can kind of get some cool views of the water park a little bit here. We also got some mat slides, which is also a blueprint, but I really like this blueprint so much, and I am going to be, like, altering it a little bit, so to kind of make it my own. I already did a little bit. So, like, yes, I'm using the blueprint, mostly because I like what they did with, like, the scenery pieces here to connect the slides together. But everything else, I'm going to try and make it my own. So, yes, I did use I don't use... You know me, I don't use workshop items very often on projects like this, so... But the lazy river, of course, is still all me, so gotta remember that. And then, of course, we did very lightly start on a wave pool over here as well. Which I need to add more to, because it's very bare bones right now. Very, very bare bones and empty, so we are going to work on that. I still need to work more on that. So all I've done so far is this wave pool, and then these 2 rides, and kind of start a little bit of a path around here. That's all I've done so far, and it wasn't enough for me to put out an episode personally, so I decided to kind of delay the next episode. So is the audio really bugged? It seems like it is a little bit, yeah. At least from my experience so far. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. And again, I'm going to try and do my best to get some more work done on it this week, so I can get you guys the next episode next Thursday as well. So, channel members should have access to it on Wednesday, hopefully, as long as I get it done. I'm really trying my best to try and get it out to you guys. Like, I was committed to get episodes out weekly, but these 2 weeks of spring break have been really crazy for me, and I have been so worn out. Like, I just have not, like, I've had potential times to work on it, and some nights I did when I did have a little bit of energy, I did work on it a little bit, but unfortunately I just have not had the energy and time overall to really get enough footage done for you guys. So alright, we're gonna go ahead and do enhanced. We're gonna edit these, because again, these are before the update, so we're gonna go change these for enhanced behaviors. I probably should test them out to make sure they're okay. They should be fine. Oh man, the flume physics are so much better now, at least. Oh no! Oh no, the middle one. That doesn't look good. Oh no. That is very unfortunate. I think the other ones are good, though. They appear to be good. But the body slide might need some changes here. It's because it's coming right out of a turn. So we might... The easiest fix for this is probably to create a little bit of a straight section before we drop down and just extend this out further. This might actually give me the opportunity to actually straighten this up, because if you have noticed, like, it is slightly diagonal, so this will give me an excuse to fix that as well. This shows me how good my designs are, or bad my designs are, physics-wise, so. Dunk, dunk, dunk. I'm glad it doesn't, like, do the same animation every time. Like, sometimes they may end up over here, over here. They are kind of different sometimes, so. He's still on the slide. It's fine. Oh, this guy made it all the way out. Alright, see ya, Poa. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful day, man. That's funny, though. How are these mat slides? Like, these mat slides are okay, right? Let's test them out. They're not gonna fly off, are they? Okay, they're okay. They seem okay. Thank goodness. Flumes are a little more challenging now. Wait, is my Viking slide okay? Wait, I gotta turn it on. I don't think that first one has the physics. This one should be fine. It's just a drop. No turns or anything. I'm a little scared for this second one though. With that little hump, a little airtime hill. Let's try it out. Please be okay. Please be okay. All right, first test is okay. They aren't always the same though. I think they're gonna be fine. I don't think they're gonna fly off, thankfully. That's good. Now this last one should be fine because it's all enclosed. So no one should fly off of this one. And there's a bit of a straight section at the end here, so they shouldn't fly out after that turn because they do have a little bit of extra time to steady themselves a bit. Are they coming? Hello? Hello? Like, they didn't get stuck, did they? Oh my gosh, okay. They flew out even though there's... It doesn't work. Apparently this one's too much. Well, that's disappointing. I'm gonna have to redesign this this slide. Well, I'm not good at designing slides apparently, so I think what we need to do is probably just kind of slow it down maybe. Maybe we can adjust the friction settings. I don't know if that's something I can help maybe. Do we still have friction settings? Where are the friction settings on this? We should still have friction settings, right? They didn't remove them, did they? I don't know why they would. I don't see the friction settings on this ride. Enhanced filters, prestige. It just goes through it a little fast, too fast, which doesn't help us. If I could just maybe adjust it, that could help. But I don't see an option to change the friction on it anymore, unless it's somewhere else, and I just don't remember where it's at. Let me check my park settings real quick and make sure they're okay. Graphics, controller, we need game options. I don't know. I mean, do we not have flume setting or flume friction anymore? We used to. Or am I just blind again? I'm very blind sometimes, so. You don't do it while you don't do it on each piece, do you? Snap. Center, horizontal. Smooth. Yeah, I don't know. Sandbox settings? Oh, okay. Let's check here. It might be turned off. Like friction. Water park. Film cleanliness, pool safety. Forgot this update is out. How does Planet Coaster 2 feel for someone who doesn't buy the DLC often? I mean, it's all free updates, so I mean it's great right now. Since they're giving us a lot of new content with no DLC at the moment, so I don't see anything. Am I going crazy here? I must be going crazy. Right sync. They didn't remove them on coasters, did they? They better not have. That would make me not very happy. No, they got the friction on coasters. Here they are. Which to me is the most important. But they did have flume. They had flume friction. I'm not going crazy. They did have it. That's what I'm trying to find here. I don't know. Going pretty crazy. Is there something I haven't looked at? Let's go ahead and head out of here. But is there any other things that I have not looked at yet when it comes to this update? I haven't looked at the other D-themed coaster yet. That one I didn't care as much for, but yeah. Well, that's the thing. I can't find flume friction anymore. I don't know where flume friction is anymore. So I can't change it. That's my whole problem. We already did look at the SLC earlier. That was like one of the first things I put down. I mean, it is the SLC. We also got the hydraulic launch, dethemed version of this. I think this is the one. Was that this update, I think? Yeah. This one. We got this one now. So, if you want a dethemed version of a hydraulic launch coaster, there you go. There's really not that many left. I'm hoping that we get the RMC dethemed version. Dethemed RMC next. That's what I'm hoping. Maliside Unchained looks pretty cool, but I want an unthemed version of this car. Or this train. Just give us a plain front. Everything like that. Just give us a dethemed version of this. I don't think it'd be that hard. I think that's one of the main ones left. There's not really too many left, honestly, when it comes to the themed cars, you know. I think that's the only one left that still has some sort of theming on it. And the Aero Hyper would be another one, yeah. They've been doing 2 per update, so I'm hoping maybe by the next one we get the RMC and maybe the Hyper. I guess you could do like the Mine Train 2 where you don't have the front car, but that one's not. I mean, pretty much all of them have the runaway mine train kind of front, so it'd be cool to get one that doesn't have, because there are some mine trains that just have the normal cars without the front, you know, so it could be a thing, but that's the only other one I could see getting a dethemed version. I mean, maybe the spinning Maniac Mouse as well, but really I want dethemed RMC. This one right here. That's my hopes. Yeah, I think that's the main parts of this update so far. Is there anything we can check to see if they changed that maybe they didn't mention potentially? That could be a thing. Can you put that standard train on other Intamin hydraulic launch track? I mean, I could because I have a mod. As for... I'm not sure. I would imagine you would be able to without the mod for the other hydraulic launch, so I'm guessing you mean this one? The energy, which is like the Stratocoaster. That's the other hydraulic launch. I think those are the two hydraulic launches, right? So if we wanted more of that box, that square track type, you know, I'd imagine you can. I know I can, because I have a mod that allows me to put anything on anything, but it is right underneath it, so I think you probably could. In the base game without mods, I think you probably can. So if you wanted to put this in here like this, you could. You have the mod that has the modern Vekoma tilt coaster. I mean, it's not really, it doesn't like add it, but you just have, you can basically make it by just using this, and then the mod allows us to have the tilt track piece in there as well. So for example, we could do this, and then let's change our train to that, and then since we can add cars now, I think they usually have 7 cars. I don't know if that'll fit on the tilt track though. We're gonna have to check that. Let's see if I did just a flip hill. Boom. This, and then we can do some drive tires. And do our tilt track. Is we can, in a sense, yeah, you can do a with this mod, you definitely can make a modern Vekoma tilt. The only thing is the track still looks like the old Vekoma track, but you really aren't going to notice that unless you look really closely. So, is there any new Western content? From what I noticed, it was all the same stuff, but we can rescale. So, all the Western stuff is recycled. So, oh, also, if you do this with the mod, you do have to go into edit mode here and select the tilt track, and you want to play before motion, boost on stop distance, put that all the way up. Otherwise, it doesn't work. It won't do the tilt motion. So let's see if we can get this to work. I don't know if that train's too long. That train might be too long to fit onto the tilt track, but we're about to find out. Yep, it's too long. But the rest of it goes on there. Look at it go. Who needs a zero car? Who needs the front car? So it looks like you can only fit about 6 cars on here if you use this track, or if you use this car. If you use the D-themed one, which I think it actually is 6. Hold on. I actually think it's 6, not 7. I had 7. I think the real one is 6. Also, let me make sure these aren't going a billion. Target speed is not going like 50 miles an hour. Let's do 3. we go. That way it doesn't like slingshot it onto there like it just did. Is the mod publicly available? So you can get it publicly pretty easily. It's just not an official release yet. So it's not like on Nexus Mods. I mean, unless they've released it, but I don't think they have. But it's on a Discord server, on the Coaster Sim Society Discord server. You can request access to get early access to mod builds and stuff. So it's still like a beta build. It's not like a full release version. So there could be some bugs still. But if you request on there, you can download the mods from there. Maybe go on here, make sure it works. I think it should. There we go. Looks like it works. The 6-car configuration there. But yes, the special pieces like the tilt track is a mod. So now that we have the modern Vekoma themed coaster train, we can make like literally tilt tracks like this now and make modern Vekoma tilt coasters, which is pretty cool. Which I already started on one because there was like, the only thing is you have to fill in this gap. This gap's empty right here. And for the life of me, I had a blueprint that actually had Vekoma track pieces, and I can't find it anymore. I don't know if the person deleted them or what, but I can't find it anymore. Which makes me really sad because it was really cool. Or like, it was really legit, like the track pieces looked real. And you could put them on in those spots, you know. But now it's gone, so I don't know what to do about it. It makes me really sad. I don't know where it's at. I really hope they didn't delete it, but I think they did. Why would they do that though? Maybe their account got deleted. All their creations with it. Who knows? Now I'm gonna have to make my own or figure it out somehow. I have to replicate this track using pieces. Let's see if we can though. Let's just give it a try. I don't think it would be too hard, but knowing me, it probably would be. So I'll probably overcomplicate it somehow, some way, shape, or form. I'd imagine we can use art shapes for some of these pieces. Maybe. Or we can just type pipes. We could... Hey, we have the Western pipe back into the game. That's pretty cool. Yeah, not gonna use those. We do have cylinder pieces. I guess we could... I guess it makes sense to check the coasters, the framework, coaster supports. Probably would be the best option to find these in. I used like the short piece, angle snap, and we just... I don't know if we can scale it down or if we can... Probably want to find a... Why did that one change? Why are you going all berserk? Like, you should stay the same angle. What are you doing? Okay, let's find the smallest one. Okay, sweet. This one's perfect. So what we're gonna do is match the size of this. So. Make sure it fits perfectly, which that does. I'm just gonna make everything black as standard. Oh no. Do I have random rotation on? That's why it's doing that. I was like, I had random rotation on. That's why it keeps doing that. I was like, what the heck? Why is that all messed up? Gotta get used to these new things. Alright, so we have even smaller pieces here that I could probably scale down. How small can I get these ones? Probably... It would probably end up using the mod if I did it like this, but you know. If it's for personal use, it's fine. Yeah, let's try... Can we try this one? Scale it down. Will it be too big? Not too big. And it would probably still not have to use the mod if I did it this way. There we go. Match it up with this one. Go ahead and make these black as well. Let's put these in a group. Extend this, line up with the other there. Yep. Now we just need to have the cross ties connect everything and look somewhat like that. So we need like a bar that comes across and then just like a triangular piece. That should be good enough. Does this work like mods and Plinko 1 so with this place? Workshop, had other people use it? It works with like interchangeable coaster trains, but like the special pieces will crash people's games if they don't have the mod. So the special pieces you cannot use unless you have the mod. If you download something that uses the special pieces, it will crash the game if you do not have the mod, unfortunately. So those that interchangeable coaster trains will work okay, but like that, and then like the special or like the shorter pieces and such like that, the no limits, like the track pieces themselves being able to do crazy things, like that's fine. But like if you use special pieces, it will crash the game. Unfortunate, but all right. So now we need. I see what you mean about the mod though, like, or the, if I have it, if they have the modern Vekoma tilt coaster, but this could be used for anything. It doesn't have to be used for a tilt coaster, so I think it'd be cool to be able to let people use this without using that. So could I use this maybe? I don't know if this would work. This is like the Vekoma or Mach kind of. Scale it down maybe, but trying to cheat here, which I don't think it will fit properly. Yeah, it's not going to. We're gonna have to do everything ourselves. Fine. I'll do it myself. So like if people wanted to use this for like just a modern Vekoma track piece as a, you know, maybe they want to use it for their transfer track, you know, or maintenance bays, you know. Could be handy. And again, I don't know if we have a small enough piece for this, so we might have to scale it, use the scaling tool for it. The scaling mod for it. Make it small enough. Either that or unless we have a small arch shape, but I don't think we do. There could be other pieces in here that are not technically coaster related. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing anything that would potentially work here. Can't say I didn't try. I just need these pieces back. That's the main thing. I'm gonna save them as a blueprint so we have them. It's about the right size, I think. Blend together pretty well, thankfully. And then we're gonna have to get a triangular piece for that, which we can get with our art shapes. Should be able to. And hopefully we can get this to fit properly here. But it doesn't go through, so like we can't have it there. So we gotta be careful how big we make it. See, I don't want it popping through the bottom there. So I have to go just a tiny bit smaller. There we go. Black as well. Kind of lips over a little bit like that. I'm building a mini or a short track piece, Vekoma style track piece, so we can place it in this gap here. So there's no gap. Since the mod, for some reason, has a little gap there that we don't want. I'll put another one right here, right before the end. And then we'll use snap distance to get a precise centerpiece. I'd say that's probably enough cross ties for that, right? And then if I was to place a back-to-back piece here, would it be close right there? Kind of. Ah. Yeah, I did see the circuit breaker. When we were roaming around there for a little bit, or roaming around the workshop, I did see the circuit breaker recreation. That in just a little bit. With this side. And see if that's acceptable now. Which I would say it is. Alright, sweet. There we go, we have a Vekoma piece, or Vekoma track piece now. That I can strategically place up here. And use for this little gap. We just have to recolor it to whatever colors we need, which shouldn't be too difficult. And I'll probably use at least 2 pieces. Might stick out a little bit, but you know, it's alright. Alright, and then for this piece, we're gonna get rid of that cross tie because we need to squeeze it together right here. So, and then it's alright to create just a tiny bit of a gap between this and the tilt track because obviously it's gonna tilt. There we go. That looks pretty good. If I do say so myself. Blends in fairly well. I mean, you could overlay it with another piece. I mean, if you really wanted to. I mean, that's actually a very good idea. I don't know why I didn't think about doing that, but you're not wrong. Like, you're very much... That would actually probably... And it'd be easy enough to do. Like, we just have to... That, and go to edit mode. We want to edit from here. There we go. And you could add the catwalk too if we wanted to. But it is a nice option to have just that piece if you really want it as well, I think. So I don't think it's a bad thing to have it there. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let's see. This will obviously probably will look better because it will match. So we go into here and then here. We just gotta make sure we don't glitch it out. Because sometimes it will go on the wrong track piece and glitch it out sometimes. It will actually try to connect it. Go on the wrong track piece and it'll actually crash the coaster train. But yeah, you can do that too. Which is a very smart idea as well. You don't have to use a separate coaster for it. Overlapping track views bug out the game when you reload the game. Yeah, it can. That's what I was mentioning right there. Let's see if it does. Let's just try it. I mean, usually you don't even have to reload the game before it bugs it out if it overlaps, but let's just try it just because this might actually work because there's actually a piece there. And yeah, let's just try it. Let's see if make sure it doesn't bug out. We'll see if it bugs out, but that was my whole point with using this, so you don't have to worry about the bugging part. I don't want to use another coaster piece or another actual full other coaster. I'd rather just do this. I think it might work. We could try reloading it as well and see if it still works, but that actually might be the best thing to do right here. There we go, and that does fill that gap, so. But I still think this is a good option for anyone that wants to fill it in using this. Colors might be a little mismatched, but it still works. Every time I've done it, it is always... You don't have to reload the game, it's always just worked this way. So, I mean, we'll test that theory, for sure. We'll just save yeah. Let's reload it, and see if it doesn't work after that. I know about the overlapping track glitch, so... But this might be different, mostly because that... It's not completely lined up with that, so it might actually still work. I think it might work. But we shall find out if it works after reloading. Let's see if it crashes or continues to go on. It does not crash, so that's good. It's still working now, so... Yeah, the reason why I think this one might work is because this whole piece ends right here and not right here. You know what I mean? Like, there's an invisible track piece here. It's an actual track piece that, you know, I mean, it's still lined up right here, but it is not lined up right here. So that's why I think it may potentially work. I could be wrong, but it's still working right now, though. Which is a good sign. Which is cool. delete these pieces. And I'm actually going to take this. And I'm going to save this as a blueprint, just in case I ever need it for anything. Save this as a blueprint. Vekoma track piece. Since the one on the workshop is gone. Static Vekoma track. Let's put it in the coaster category. Way it's easy to find. I don't know if we're gonna look at your park later. I told you it depends on timing. Probably don't have a whole lot of time, but we'll see. Yeah, that works really well, pretty well though. I think we can do that. I think we can make this work. Very, very nice. Very happy with that, so. Only thing is, you're gonna have to make the support structure for it. I'm actually going to go to Blueprints, or actually Frontier Workshop. We're gonna go look at that. I kind of want to go look at that circuit breaker recreation real quick, because mostly because I want to maybe save the supports on it. I could be stealing a little bit here, but you know. There it is. Go and subscribe to that. It's actually a park, interestingly enough. So it's not a blueprint. Probably because they put all the scenery in there and they probably have a little bit more to it, but let's go check this out. I want to go check I want to check this out real quick. Let's go find circuit breaker. Circuit breaker. Oh, they actually put the words up there. That's pretty fun. Very, very well done. Very well done. I love the. Here's why I'm here. I wanted to see if maybe I could steal this support structure for the tilt track. That was kind of my intentions here, but this looks fantastic, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They only have 5. Does Circuit Breaker only have 5 cars? You can fit 6 on here. And they actually... Okay, so they actually used the modded train as well, which is great. Oh, he put, looks like he put lights on it too, which is pretty cool. Oh, these are not grouped up. Should have grouped these up. I might go and steal this support structure because it's really good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did use this train on mine as well. It's a very, very good train for the modern Vekoma, but like now that we have the actual one in game now, it might be worth it using that just so you don't have to worry about your game lagging out because it uses so many pieces. The only bad thing about attaching scenery to coasters is if you go put too many on there, it could lag out your game. Even though right now it is not, thankfully. So maybe they did do some optimizing as well. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I kind of want to steal this structure here. So let's do scenery, not rides, building pieces. We'll keep nature off too. I love the filters for this now. Because now I can select all of this without having to worry about selecting like those trees and such. Don't want these. Don't want that. Perfect. And we don't want this over here. Or this one custom support. I just want the tower. Because it looks like they did custom support this whole thing, so which looks fantastic. But I don't want the stuff around it. I just want the tower. Looks like I do have. This is what I want to steal. Because I'm a thief, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit of a thief here, but you know what? I can live with myself for this time around. I am a thief. I don't know if I'll put this on the workshop just because I didn't actually build this. But if you guys want to do the same thing to get this tower, I would do that. I don't feel right posting it as my creation because I didn't build it. So I just want to steal this structure. So all credit goes to the creator here. I don't want to put it on there because I don't want to. If I was the creator, I would definitely post it on there. But if you guys want this, you can do the same thing by just saving it as your own blueprint. That's what I would suggest. I don't want to. I'm not going to take credit for someone else's work. So. Like, I was gonna make my own, but, like, this looks really good, and it would save me some time. I'll also put this under coasters and save that blueprint. I mainly wanted to, I just wanted to steal that because it looks so good. And then the rest of the supports I'll make myself. Like, this is just a very complex structure and they did a fantastic job with it, so I'm going to give them credit on it, so. Why don't we check this out, by the way, while we're here? Since they did such a good job, we gotta admire the creation here. Well, Old Gen is very old, that's the thing. You gotta remember that. Yeah, they did a wonderful job with the this creation, so. Thankfully I have mods, so my game should not crash. Should be good. It's been live for like 2 hours already? That is stupid. It's crazy, man. Thankfully, the rails kind of line up too still, like even with the old Vekoma track. So you don't notice it that much. Can't wait to ride one of these rides. I've never been on a tilt coaster before. Hopefully I'll get on one this year. I'm hoping to ride Cobra's Curse. I'm hoping. Alright, let's see if we can use what we stole here on our ride now. I can put it there. Let me see if I can use my actual blueprint that I made. I've been working on. This is going to become a video at some point too, but go to coasters, and there it is. I want to see how well it sits in here. I do have that track going underneath. Did I perfectly place it? Now, obviously, we are going to have to adjust for like heights and stuff. That shouldn't be too hard. We got the height a little bit taller than this one, but that's not a big deal. We'll get that adjusted. Easily adjust that. Just gotta get these lined up first. And we'll use the big rotating piece to get that lined up as best as we can. It's probably not perfectly aligned. Don't know if we're gonna get it completely perfect. Right now we're just gonna get the idea across here though. Be easier if I just colored those the exact same color too. Another thing we'll have to focus on. And you can see here, my track actually does fit in here pretty well. So we're just gonna have to extend this a little further into the ground. And I think we'd be pretty good, actually. Just make a few adjustments here, like extend these out a little bit. That one's actually pretty perfect. Perfectly aligned there. And then all we would have to do, edit scenery group, and expand these into the ground to match the same height. Don't know why they use the shorter pieces. I feel like they could use the bigger ones to have less piece counts, but you know what? It's fine. Gotta go. Tons of schoolwork. Thanks for being here, though. Good luck on your schoolwork. And honestly, I would just expect these to go inside those. Just merge those in there. I could adjust them to where they're at the bottom, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to keep it the way it is. You know what? No one's going to notice. I don't know why I don't think I need those in there. It's probably to blend them into the footers, so. But we don't need those. Not for this. And look, just like that. Perfect. Only thing tricky part is if I had to change the color of this, could be a little tricky. I don't know if I can select all these and change the color easily. Okay, it wouldn't. I guess it wouldn't be too hard. Honestly, like. That's a lot easier than I thought it would be. And then I would just change these connectors to the right color, but individually. Alright, so it's really easy to change the color of it too. Perfect. Look at that, that's beautiful. That's pretty. I love that. That turned out pretty good. So, thanks to the person that made that circuit breaker recreation, because I love your support structure and I love it. So, if you guys want the support structure, you know, go to his, go download his creation. I want to make sure he gets all the downloads, not me, because I'm not gonna steal someone's creation and put it on the workshop. Like, I ain't gonna do that. As much as I would love for everyone to have this, but I want to make sure he gets, or whoever, I want to make sure they get their downloads for it. And if you want to get this, it's really easy to save it as a blueprint yourself. So, that's what I recommend. If you do want to get the structure, download the circuit breaker recreation, and go in and save it yourself. So, but I really like the looks of this one. This one looks really good. I probably could have built it myself, but I think it'll save me a lot of time, and honestly, this looks perfect. So, you know, I just need to make the adjustments I need to make, and boom. I'm glad that this looks like it will be fine, because I didn't account for this going through here, but it looks like it's gonna hopefully be clear enough. Hopefully the clearance is fine on it. I think it is. Lift motor access on the... Yeah, I might take a look at that as well myself. Nice. But I also have the modded train here as well. We can see what it looks like. Here's what it looks like with just the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Ones in game, and that will get rid of the lag as well. Just using these ones, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm just gonna use the dethemed versions here, so it doesn't lag the game out. I also have an unload station on this one, so I wanted to include an unload station, so we put an unload station on there. You guys want to get a quick POV of what we got here so far. I still have to do the custom supports on it, and then I have been making this a video as well, so this will be a video on YouTube once I get the time. I've been focused more so on Windland Adventure Resort more than anything, so I haven't been able to work on this as much as I wanted to. All I've done is the layout, so to continue my little series of creating blueprints for all the coaster types. And this one's kind of a modded version, but I really wanted to make my own next-gen Vekoma tilt coaster. Like, that's something I've been wanting to do, so that's what we got here. And those custom supports are looking really, really nice now. I've never made like a next-gen Vekoma, so I hope this would be somewhat realistic to what one would be like, but took a little inspiration from like Siren's Curse and such, so like those low to the ground rolls and such. It's a very short layout, though, too. I might need to fix the ending there. It's a little jerky at the end. I think it turned out pretty good for a layout, so... Let's go ahead. I'm going to save this so I have it. Don't want to lose the progress I just did. Even though I didn't record, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. How are you? See how my creations are doing real quick. I'm surprised Wonderland Adventure Resort doesn't have more downloads. I know it's not done, but like, doesn't even have 200 downloads yet. Just surprising to me. I feel like people would be all over that, you know? Bum, bum. Guess we keep our stuff updated. Some people just put updates on there just so they can stay at the top of the browsing. It is and there's not actually an update, they just do that so they can be at the front of the pages. It's a little annoying that they constantly do that, though. I mean, that's their tactic, to keep it on the front of the page, you know. Guess it is what it is. Oh yeah, this Universal recreation. They had us an update, so that's pretty cool. Hey, what's up? A little disappointed, but not surprised that the tilt function isn't a thing yet on the modern Vekoma. Yeah, but if you have mods, we can make it happen. That's what I did. Lovely mods. I don't like to use it. I don't typically use mods very often, but for Planet Coaster, when it gives me more options and stuff to be able to do some cool stuff, I usually like to do that. Wilderness Springs updated. Yeah, he's been working. Estan's been working, reworking all of that. So I think it would be cool if they actually added a real function to the game for that. So I know a lot of people are asking for it, so maybe they will bring it to the game at some point. All they need to really do is just add that element to, to the existing coaster type. They don't need to make a new coaster type. Hopefully they don't do that. I could see them making it a DLC. Hopefully they don't do that, but like, hopefully they just add the, all they need to do, literally all they need to do is just add that track piece, or that special piece. They did that, that's all they gotta do. One little special track piece, that's all they gotta do. To me, it's not that biggie of a thing. You don't know, that's all you gotta do. You don't need to create a new coaster type or anything, just add that track piece. That's all you gotta do. And it'd be perfect. We already got the track. We already got that. Just add the piece. Just add the function. We don't need a entirely new train. Or an entirely new one, One thing that's very good is that Frontier here to the community yet. They sure are. And like, they have been adding a lot of stuff. So, to the game for free in a very short amount of time. So hopefully they continue with that. And I think after these few months of updates through April and May, I think, yeah, we have a May update as well. So we still have 2 more updates, free updates coming that are going to be on the scale of this. So once we get those, hopefully, I think we're going to start seeing DLC again after that. So, if I had to guess, that's just my guess though. I that's what I feel is gonna happen because everyone had requested them to try and get a lot of the stuff fixed in the game and a lot of stuff added back into the game. You know, like all the features that were in Planet Coaster 1, slowly coming back into, not slowly, actually pretty quickly coming back into Planet Coaster 2. I hope we get a sneak peek at the next update on the next Unlock stream. And maybe they'll announce and give us a little bit more information. That should be coming up soon. In fact, that should be coming up on the 26th. Should be, I think, the next bit of information we should get on the next update. They'll probably reveal potentially if we're getting another, you know, theme coming back from Planet Coaster 1. I could see them doing that. So a few things, a few more things. It's almost there. They are getting there. They're almost there. They're almost to the point where it should have been when it was at launch. So very happy to see it, but we're getting to the point where it's almost where it should be when it launched. We're getting close to that point. We're getting closer and closer each month. So, but super happy to see this update. It's been amazing so far. They just have a few bugs with the audio. The custom audio still is a little bit buggy on the rides, unfortunately. So hopefully they can get that worked out with the hotfix potentially. If they get that worked out, I'll be pretty happy. They were able to fix the issues with it previously pretty quickly. So happy to see that. Happy to see that. Mediterranean. Yeah. That'll be the name of our park. Yeah. Just because it's not legit. We just need to put something in there. Right, so. The lighting. It's beautiful, but we need it to be where I can see everything clearly. Let's see. What other things do we have here? Those signs. You guys, some of you may have missed it, but look at this. Western theming is back, baby. There's one particular piece I could not find that I remember, but it's not like the biggest deal, but there are some pieces that I feel like we're missing. They kind of look like hands too. But look at this. We can rescale these as well. Beautiful. I love being able to scale these. And now we have more pieces in the game. Like, that's the one thing. I'm just happy that we're getting more pieces and more building stuff to build with in the game. So we do have even the benches and such. We go to, like, park benches and such. We got these back. These were also in Planet Coaster 1. I'm not sure if this... I'm sure it probably was. But I don't remember this canopy. This western canopy. It could be just because I didn't use it, but like that much. But I don't remember seeing that in Planet Coaster 1. It looks... I have a feeling it was, but for some reason that looks different. Your cars are actually updated. Nice. Anything in particular, or just kind of like just tweaks to them? I care for the Western theme. I think it's one of the most essential themes to have in a theme park game, personally. And of course, it's one of the it's probably my most used theme in general. When I build stuff, so. And then we got the these flags back. Good to see these to come back. And yeah, I recognize all of these pieces pretty much. And then just the fact that we can scale these things now is also really amazing. New models, gotcha. Might have to check him out. But yeah, it's just, I feel like for this to be back and also have the option to scale these things makes it just 10 times better as well, because like now we can scale them too. We can make these things bigger, smaller. That just adds so much more to these pieces. Really, so it really allows you to do more with them. Of course, the animated pieces you cannot. Anything that's animatronic or animated, you cannot rescale. Kind of wish we could, but now we got our cowboys back. Only thing is, they still have the stupid rods up their butt, so unfortunately. But what you gonna do there? So we got all these guys back, which is gonna be nice. I just wish they didn't have like the base pieces here, like all the bottoms and such. Does kind of suck. Got the saw blade. So like all these are animated. We can't rescale, unfortunately. But we do have these gears, which is nice to see. Love to see these gears back. I think it'd be cool, like, for any animated piece, I feel like it'd be really cool if we could attach scenery to it, kind of like we can for the, those one pieces, but I think that would be kind of cool. So it'd really give you, a lot of options for that kind of thing. But hey, I will take new pieces any day of the week. These are all recolorable too, by the way, so in case you didn't know, you can recolor this. I don't think you could recolor this if it's the right one. I think it's just a different color now. Could be wrong. We got these doors are back, the stable doors. Could recreate Buzzsaw Falls just from the one saw blade. I had like the craziest idea. Like, what if the construction going on at Silver Dollar City, again, I don't know the theming or anything, I just know the ride manufacturer. I think it'd be the coolest thing. What if it's a water coaster and it is like a new version of Buzzsaw Falls and it's right next to Powder Keg? That would be really cool, right? But it's like a bigger, longer version, updated layout, like it has like a fully new layout and everything. That would be pretty sick, if you ask me. Oh man, I can rescale these signs now. I use these signs so much in Planet Coaster 1. These ones, these two. I use these a lot in Planet Coaster 1. Now you can rescale them. That would have been so helpful in the first game. Classic brick floor. I don't know. Did we have that in Planet Coaster 1? Like a floor piece of bricks? I didn't give anything away. I'm just saying that would be a cool concept. That's all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with the information I know. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that would be such a cool concept. Has nothing to do what I know with. Brecken doesn't know freaking anything. Brecken just literally will say stuff. You can't believe anything Brecken says. That kid is like gonna say, look at the awnings here. These guys look familiar. This one looks a little different. Like, it's the same, but it looks like they changed it a little bit. I could be wrong. It could be the coloring. I think the coloring's slightly different than what it was in Planet Coaster 1. Like, the starting color. Does look a little different. Looks good, but, like... And then I remember this awning. I do remember that one. I do remember this one. Being able to scale these things are so cool. They're so nice. Something we couldn't do in Planet Coaster 1. We have the little... Is this new? I know we had, like, the half logs. I didn't know we had... Oh, wait. I didn't know we had something like this, though. Like a plank log. I don't remember having this piece. Are there new pieces in here? Like, just kind of a little bit. I feel like there are. I don't remember having this piece in Planet Coaster 1. I remember having this, like this one, like the half log. I do remember that. Don't remember having this. Like this right here. This is definitely not in Planet Coaster 1. What happens if that is what it is? I don't know. Probably, I don't see it happening. From the information I know, probably not. But the ride manufacturer I know, that's probably not going to happen, but I'm just throwing out a really fun idea. It has nothing to do with what I know, if that makes sense. I've also heard that it might be a first of its kind, so I'm not telling you the manufacturer. I'm not saying anything. I just know who's building it. That's it. And I'm not gonna say who. Until it gets announced. Let's see. Alright, I know we had stuff like this. Do we have more than one now? I feel like we have... This one seems new. This one does, right here. I don't remember having that one. Fire in the Hole, I didn't even know. For the longest time, I thought it was going to be like Gerstlauer, maybe Vekoma, and then RMC was also in the mix, but I didn't know for sure. This one, I know for sure who's doing it, so. So far, the update's really, really good. I found a few bugs here and there that they hopefully will get like a hot fix on. I'm hoping. Man, I love doing Western and being able to scale these pieces up now. It's so nice. Saloon. We get like new I wish we could do custom fonts. That'd be really nice to be able to do like custom fonts and such. So you can like import your own fonts and such. I said RMC picked up a train? I never said RMC picked it up. I just said that they took one and shipped it off somewhere. I saw it on the truck. Yeah, this Western theme is going to be very useful for some of my builds, so... Now that we have Western back. Can't wait to see the other themes return too. I mean, they're going to, right? It would make absolutely no sense if they didn't. Now that they're bringing back some of them. Western's just the first. I wonder if maybe I can use some of these to help create, like, say, patches and such. If I deactivated this, because they're usually just sitting still. Let's bring up a picture of patches from Fire in the Hole. If I can even... $, got it. Specify where I'm... Scratches. I'm gonna tan your hide. Chickens. Does it always have to be chickens? Welly, drop that dynamite or I'll have to shoot. Go ahead, Marshall. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Ow. He's also wearing a coat, too, so that makes it a little difficult. Get after those ball knobbers and stop that fire. Get Flanders, back in here and put on your pants. Hey, Sadie, I ain't got no pants. That dang ball knobbers stole. Stole them? Now, Sam Hill, would they want with your pants? Alright, we're gonna do something here. See if I can find the same pieces. I think I used trees last time. Yeah, I used these on like my smaller ones. And with the help of the scaling tool, we can make like his little things coming out of his hat. Make him look like a bald knobber. Might make them a little bit. Make these a little bit smaller if I can. Please select the thing I'm clicking on. There you go. Dun 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 dun. There, we have patches, kind of. Before he gets Red Flanders pants, of course. Could add the patches on his pants too, maybe. Try and add some details, because he has a piece of rope holding his pants up too. That's why he steals Red Flanders pants. because his pants aren't very great. Bum 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 bum. Hey, I'm going 10-year high. Does it always gotta be chickens? I love that Bugs is afraid of chickens, and you know what chickens eat? Bugs. Kind of funny when you think about it. Patches, I'm going 10-year high. Really want to make, I do want to make some sort of attempt to make the characters look somewhat like each other, or the way they should, so. I wonder if I can get the mask on them somehow. What would be a good piece for the mask? We might check the mythology theme and see if we can find any, like, pieces for that. We could use something else too that I just thought of, but don't know how well it would look, but it could try and make his jacket as well. Don't know how good it would turn out, but right. We could make, like, since we're not gonna see his back on the ride on this, at least in this particular model, don't have to worry about the back pieces that kind of stick out like that. It would just be for the visual for the front. But I'm doing everything I can to make these guys look like bald knobbers. And I'm trying to get creative with it. Bum 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 bum. What's going on with the fire in the whole building? It's just sitting there. That's what's going on with it. It's just sitting there. Nothing else to report. Alright, trying to make this look like his little leather jacket that he wears. I don't know anything about it. That's all I know is that it's just sitting there. It's sitting there. That's the only update you have. It's still there, and it's sitting around. Just sitting there. Alright, if we can get this looks somewhat decent, and then like if we can get his mask on too, we might have a Patches model before he steals Red Flanders pants, of course. But that kind of looks, especially if you're like off to the side, like coming through on the ride. Just gotta find a mask for him. Kind of hard with the eyes poking out too, so I wonder if we can push it far enough in to where his eyes are popping out of the material, but his face is covered. Alright, and then he has a red mask, so we'll go ahead and make this red. Try and make it smaller so we can get a little more precise with it. I'm going way detailed with this for some reason. Trying to, anyways. Alright, and then for his nose, he does have like this a grayish color for the nose piece. Scale that down enough. And probably rotate it this way so it'll go so there's an opening at the bottom for his nose. That a little bit. That doesn't look too bad, right? got got patches. Thing is, I have to do this for like the other bald numbers too, like Wiley and Bugs and such. May have been a better way to make this map, but here's your bald knobber. Yeah. Ooh, 3 drink hold. Bye bye. Wonder if I can give him his facial hair. A little bit of facial hair he's got on his chin. Last time we used a tree branch or a tree piece. Just scaled it down really far. It was like a bush. Like a recolorable bush that I used last time. Let's see, can we make this? This is already pretty small. I made it even. Allow us to put it, maybe put it on his face. Only thing is it does kind of blow with the wind. Kind of blows with the wind a little too much. Very bouncy. But it kind of works for his facial hair. If you're too far away though, it spawns very fast. And then this is just testing. I probably might mess with it more later. Let's see if we can. Is there any bushes that don't move hardly at all? Animated like. On your game, when you build a vector coaster, you have the switch track because I have it on here, vector. It's a mod. Mods are a wonderful thing. I have a mod where you can put any coaster element that's in the game on any of them. Anyways, I give you Patches, the bald knobber. Kind of looks pretty goofy. Oh, let me see if I can put his patches on his pants. I don't know what we can use for that. Let's go back to mythology again. Just need to add some patches on his pants. I can just find like a square, or even this probably would work. Get real small. Make it look like he has different colored patches around his pants. A little more faded. Oh, these have different. See, that's actually very. He has like a green patch over here. Again, this is why he stole Red Flander's pants, because his pants are falling apart. He has all these patches. That's why his nickname is Patches. Don't mess up my new pants. You even tie a ding dang knot. Hurry. What's the matter, bugs? Chicken. Bok, 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 bok. Hurry. Bum 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 bum.
You'll build from the fire on Victor Rock.
Bum 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 bum. This one. Back it. The mod's not released to the public just yet, but you can obtain it by going to the Coaster Sims. It's on the Coaster Sims Society Discord page, and you can request access, and you should have no problem getting access to the mods. And from in there, you should be able to find the No Limits mod and be able to add it there. And then it allows you to go into the you'll have to probably go into the configuration settings of the mod and add whatever. There's some instructions on there itself on the Discord. There's actually instructions there on how to install, how to mess with the configuration mod or configuration settings, and then in the configuration settings you can add what basically what track elements or the special element pieces you want on the rest of your, or on all of the pieces, or on all of the coasters. There's also an option to do individual, but there's I just put it on all of them myself. Lot easier. I think that's what I was saying earlier, that it'd be really cool if we could add scenery to animatronics, like attach it and it will animate with whatever animation you have with them. So I think that'd be really cool. That looks pretty cool. I might actually save this as a blueprint as patches. That's actually the best ball knobber I've made so far in the game. So I think he turned out pretty good. As long as you don't look at him from the back. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually save him as a blueprint. Add those together. I didn't save the... Bro, how did you not select those? Oh, because they're nature pieces, that's why. There we go. We'll add them. Make sure everything is there. Okay, everything's connected. It's going to become a blueprint now. Patches. Notorious Bald knobber. That stole red Flanders pants. Put them in. Now he's a blueprint in my scenery. Go over here. There he is. But do you guys want? Would you guys like patches on the workshop? Can definitely place them on there. Is gonna have to be deactivated though. And once he stops, he should be in place for the... There we go. Gotta make sure he's deactivated. Again, backside he doesn't look great, but I'm more worried about how he looks from the front, so... Then we'll try and also get Wily and Bugs in there. I think I might use this model for the town scene, so that's what we're going to use him on. That's when he has his patches, his famous patchy pants, held up by a rope. I'm gonna tan your hide. Alright, now he's up there on the workshop. If you guys want to get the character patches. Of course I spelt his name wrong. Hold on. Had to go and spell his name wrong. Got the C, apparently. Here. And... I'll go ahead and already update it. I don't know why it sometimes deletes your old description. There we go. Now he should be good. Patches. I'm gonna tan your hide. Chickens. Why's it always gotta be chickens? Of course, you do need the scaling mod for it to work as well. I did use the scaling mod for this. Just so everyone is aware. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Look out. Hello. And for the other ones, they don't have hats on. So kind of a little bit harder, but we might have to allow them to have hats on. But at least we got our first ball number made. Patches. It's the broadside bar. Oh, not that far. Lady, yeah. Sullivan, not in the same hill that they want. Right. Alright. I think we're gonna get sci-fi. We already got Western. We just got it today. Why would you add Western in there? We just got Western. We have Western now. But I think we'll get all the original Planet Coaster 1 themes. Sci-fi, fantasy, and all the others, so. As for the DLC themes, I hope so as well, like Adventure, Studios, and Spooky. Those are the three I really want. I need to remember, I don't think I saved. Getting rid of the speaker down here. I didn't save it. I deleted it, but I didn't save. Here to the, when it's over here. Yeah. Ball numbers to set the whole town ablaze. Go. Speaker, don't need it. And that, and then add audio here. And for now, we are going to drop it down to train, so you don't hear tons of audio everywhere. Go ahead and mute that one because it is a little bit loud right now. Would be cool if we could adjust the audio level, like how loud it is. That would be nice. Wiley and Bugs over there. I did a good job on the inside here. Like, this wall looks pretty accurate. Just need to finish out all the theming in here because we don't have. Let's see if we have any Western theming that actually goes in here. I think we. I was wondering if we had a desk. We might have a desk. Thought there was a desk in the original, but maybe it was a different theme as well, or it's called something else. Have a piano. Have a wagon stand. We could do something like that. I don't think it depends on how we could get that in there, but we'll have to wait and see on that. We'll have to wait and see, but we will see on that. We shall see. Welcome back. Okay, now where's Patches? That model would be somewhere right over here. Bum 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 bum. Let him get into place. Goes. Even from right here, you have to be so close to see his beard. Check. See how he looks on ride, roughly.
The ball knobbers have set the whole town ablaze. Go!
No.
Patches, I'm gonna tan your hide.
Chicken! Waffles have been chicken! Wiley, drop that dynamite or I'll have to shoot.
Go ahead, Marshal. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Ow!
Get after those ball knobbers and stop that fire.
Red Flanders? Get back here and put on your pants.
I can't, Sadie. I ain't got no pants no more. The dang ball knobbers stole them.
Stole them? What in the Sioux hell would they want with your pants?
They don't call me Bugs for nothing. Don't worry, they don't bite. Bugs.
For default trains, you just have to go to your customization tab, and there's a drop-down menu, or a drop-down for the trains.
Don't mess up my new pants.
You gotta make sure you have the setting turned on, too.
Can't you even tie a ding-dang knot? Hurry! What's the matter, Bugs? You chicken? Watch out, you dang fool! You're gonna fall! Now look at what you done!
Uh-oh, I think I'm stuck. I can't reach.
Bridge ain't gonna hold! Bye-bye!
Bugs and Patches, we foiled your plot, and now we're using your dynamite to blow up the water tower and put out the fire.
Don't throw that switch! The train's coming that way!
Oh, we got the train now that I can put in there.
Tower's
So
gonna
happy.
blow. Fire in the hole!
I need to make that drop a little bit taller. A little bit more drawn out. We could also put like some trim brakes slightly, just to kind of slow it down as it goes up over there. But we have no problem. We'll be able to control the speed wherever we need it to make everything line up perfectly. So we shall work on that, but yeah, that's another thing we can add is train. Do you think it's called locomotive in the game? Bum 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 bum. We can't make a kid go past this wall though. That's the only thing. But with the help of our scaling tool, we can make it work. Make sure that's centered. Like the reds a little bit more vibrant, because the real one does have more vibrant reds on that. Put in tiny little set pieces here just to... So I think I'm going to have a regular roof here, and I'll have this one come through, so I can make it go about where I need it to. Trigger sequence. I didn't want to make a new trigger, I just wanted to move this one. Okay.
The ball knobbers have set the whole town ablaze.
Go!
Patches, I'm gonna tan your hide.
Chicken! Waffles have been chicken! Wiley, drop that dynamite or I'll have to shoot.
Go ahead, Marshall. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Ow!
Get after those ball knobbers and stop that fire.
Red Flanders? Get back here and put on your pants.
I can't, Sadie. I ain't got no pants no more. The dang ball knobbers stole them.
Stole them? What in the Sioux hell would they want with good pants?
They don't call me bugs for nothing. Don't worry, they don't bite. Bugs.
Bum, bum.
Hurry! The ball knobbers are gonna blow up the bridge.
Get that crate over here.
Don't mess up my new pants, you
Knock them bundles under the trestle.
Can't you even tie a ding-dang knot?
Hurry!
What's the matter, Bugs? You chicken?
Watch out, you dang fool! You're gonna fall! Now look at what you done!
Uh-oh, I think I'm stuck. I can't reach.
Bridge ain't gonna hold. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bugs and Patches, we foiled your plot, and now we're using your dynamite to blow up the water tower and put out the fire.
Don't throw that switch! The train's coming that way!
Tower's gonna blow. Fire in the hole! Thank you, heroes. We couldn't have caught those good-for-nothing ball knobbers without you. Give yourselves...
Train's gonna look pretty cool. Actually got it placed pretty well too, I think. Should be within the building, which it is. Cool beans. Cool, cool. I have switch tracks on everything. I don't know if you're talking about switch tracks or the tilt track, but I have it on everything. Bum 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 ba da da dum bum bum. talking about how I got the image on here. This is just a custom billboard. And simple little picture of Google Maps, and boom. Using the floor plan technique, and you can get one-to-one recreations like so. Very, very neat. Gosh dang it, the glitches, man. Sucks that that's glitched out. But yeah, now we can do the steam train super easy now. Don't have to make one myself. We can actually just plop that in there once we get everything in, so it'll be really nice. And I really want to get down like Wily pulling the lever on the train. That would be cool. I should be able to do that no problem using the pieces we have, like being able to animate stuff now, so should be able to do that. Create a nice lever that can just go. And he can also probably move with it if I make it correctly. Anyways, that's what I was gonna do. I was trying. There was something I was gonna do, but I kept forgetting what I was gonna do. And that was gonna be go ahead and raise this up a bit. Way we slow down up here a bit. But if we need to, we can throw in few trim brakes if we really want to. Really need to. Trim brakes there. Gentle slope. I mean, it's pretty gentle. Well, you can place trim brakes anywhere, but I don't know why I don't have the option now. There's some. I found them. They're on page 2. Let's try something like that. You won't even see them. You won't even know they're there. That's just so we're kind of more timed on the drop. Help with the timing, with the audio.
Knobbers have set the whole town ablaze. Go!
Patches, I'm gonna tan your hide.
Chicken! Wild happy chicken! Wiley, drop
Drop
that
that
dynamite
dynamite
or I'll
or
have
I'll
to shoot.
shoot.
Go ahead, Marshall. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Ow!
Get after those bolt knobbers and stop that fire.
Red Flanders? Get back here and put on your pants!
I can't, Sadie. I ain't got no pants no more. The dang ball knobbers stole them.
Stole them? What in the hell would they want with your pants?
They don't call me Bugs for nothing. Don't worry, they don't bite.
my new pants on,
Pack them
fool.
bundles under the dresser.
Can't you even tie a ding-dang knot?
Hurry!
What's the matter, Bugs? You chicken?
Watch out, you dang fool! You're gonna fall! Now look at what you done!
Uh-oh, I think I'm stuck. I can't reach.
Bridge ain't gonna hold. Bye-bye.
Bugs and Patches, we foiled your plot, and now we're using your dynamite to blow up the water tower and put out the fire.
Don't throw that switch. A train's coming that way.
Hopefully we don't valley.
Tower's gonna blow. Fire!
And we
in the
valley.
hole!
Yep. Brake kicked on too hard there. A little too much there. Needed to do a little bit. A little bit. How far off is the audio since it's glitched?
Now look at what you done!
Uh-oh, I think I'm stuck.
It's actually kind of lined up where it's at. But it is too sped up. It's doing the weird audio speed up glitch.
Bugs and Patches, we foiled your plot, and now we're using your dynamite to blow up the water tower and put out the fire.
Don't throw that switch. A train's coming that way.
I don't know if it's sped up or just higher pitched. Because it doesn't get too far off.
Tower's gonna blow. Fire in the hole!
Still too much. Oh, I put the target speed way too low. Down with that. And then the acceleration, we'll just do 3. Let's try 3.
Tower's gonna blow.
Fire in the hole. Slow it down just a kind of 6. That will affect the timing a little bit.
knobbers have set the whole town ablaze. Go!
Patches, I'm gonna tan your hide.
Chicken! Waffles have been chicken! Wiley, drop that dynamite or I'll have to shoot.
Go ahead, Marshal. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Ow!
Get after those bolt knobbers and stop that fire.
Red Flanders, get back here and put on your pants.
I can't, Sadie. I ain't got no pants no more. The dang bone knobbers stole 'em.
Stole 'em? What in the city hell would they want with good pants?
They don't call me Bugs for nothing. Don't worry, they don't bite. Bugs.
Hurry! The Bonovers are gonna blow up the bridge!
Get that crate over here.
Don't mess up my new pants, you ornery
Pack them
fool!
bundles under the dresser.
Can't you even tie a ding-dang knot?
Hurry!
What's the matter, Bugs? You
Hey,
chicken?
what's up?
Watch out, you dang fool! You're gonna fall! Now look at what you done!
Uh-oh, I think I'm stuck. I can't reach.
Bridge ain't gonna hold! Bye-bye!
Bugs and Patches, we foiled your plot, and now we're using your dynamite to blow up the water tower and put out the fire.
Don't throw that switch! The train's coming that way!
Tower's gonna blow. Fire in the hole!
Alright, drop's pretty well timed now.
Thank you, heroes. We couldn't have caught those good-for-nothing ball knobbers without you. Give yourselves a big old pat on the back. You deserve it. And
Also put out any stray sparks. So long. Go ahead and save that up. Okay, so this is gonna go quarter, so that way we just need to do it just a little bit this way. So when it does flip down, it doesn't go into the train. We'll make it go through like another piece if we need to. That will be fine. Not a big deal there. If we go to sequence, one here. I'm gonna push it back. Okay, I need to push it back a little bit. Want to see where this ends up.
I think I'm stuck.
Yeah, that's about right. Alright, that was a lot better. So we'll have like an actual roof piece here. I'll just have it go through it. Since it will be dark, you shouldn't notice it too much. You should hopefully just see the, the roof going down when you go down the drop. So that's going to be our goal for that right there. The effect should work pretty well. Hopefully. I hope.
Your dynamite to blow up the water tower and put out the fire.
Alright, so that should be good there. Go ahead and save it up one more time here. But yeah, overall update is really cool. Pretty happy with it. Few little bugs they need to work out, hopefully with like the custom audio, and I'll be pretty happy. So if they can get that fixed in like a hot fix or something, I'd love to see that. Curious if anyone's already downloaded patches. 4 already. But alright guys, I think I'm gonna head off here for now. So I hope you guys do enjoy the update, and I'm looking very much forward to the next update as well, when we get restaurants back into the game. That's gonna be really exciting, and I'm excited to get more information about that. And when we do get more info, hopefully I'll be able to share with you guys sooner rather than later, as long as I'm not working a crazy ton, which I probably still will. But yeah, hopefully we'll get more information on the next Frontier Unlocked stream about the next update. So, but the game is in a really good state still. I just hope they come out with a hot fix to kind of fix some of the bugs for this update. So, nothing too game breaking or anything. Just the custom audio needs to be a little bit tweaked on rides. So, if they can do whatever they did for the speakers, and get it fixed, that would be awesome. Hopefully they'll get that fixed, because it was also a glitchy feature in Planet Coaster 1, and I don't think it ever got fixed. So, anyways, but appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you guys next time. So, thanks, and goodbye.